Lecture 3. Mastering the Basics. Tools, Resolution and Frame Rate in Premiere Pro. Now that you have opened your project and explored the workspace, it's time to dive deeper into some key settings that directly affects the quality and feel of your video's resolution and frame rate. In this lecture, you will also get familiar with essential editing tools and the Audiometer, all crucial for smooth and professional looking edits. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to know the tools and Audiometer, understand what resolution is and how it affects video quality, understand frame rate and how it influences video smoothness. Choose the right sequence settings for different types of projects. Getting to know the tools and Audiometer. Here you can see the toolbar, selection tool, shortcut V, the default tool to select, move and trim clips in the timeline. Track select forward tool, shortcut A, selects all clips forward on a track to move sections together. Ripple edit tool, shortcut B, trims a clip and automatically closes the gap. Razor tool, shortcut C, cuts clips at any points on the timeline for splitting. Snip tool, shortcut Y, adjusts a clip's in or out points without changing its timeline position. Pen tool, shortcut P, adds or adjusts keyframes for audio or effects. Rectangle tool, no default shortcut. Found under the graphic tools to draw rectangles accessed via Essential Graphics panel. Hand tool, shortcut H, drags the timeline view left or right without affecting clips. Type tool, shortcut T, click and type to add text to your video. On the far right you will see the Audiometer. Here you can see Audiometer. It indicates the volume level of your audio as your video plays. Green, good volume. Yellow, approaching the limit. Red, too loud, audio may distort. Keeping an eye on this will make sure your video sounds clean and clear. Understanding resolution. Resolution refers to how many pixels are displayed in your video, essentially how clear or sharp it looks. Here are a few common examples. 1920 by 1080, Full HD, very common, great for YouTube or class projects. 1280 by 720, HD, lower quality but still acceptable for small screens. 3840 by 2160, 4K, ultra high quality used for professional or large screen work. High resolution means better image quality but also larger file size and more demand on your computer. If you want to check sequence settings, go to sequence and click on sequence settings, and here you can see resolution 1920 by 1080. Match your sequence resolution to the final platform. Don't create a 4K video if you are only showing it on Instagram or in a class presentation. Understanding frame rate. Frame rate is the number of individual images, frames shown per second in a video. Common frame rates include 24 FPS, has a cinematic film-like feel used in movies. 30 FPS, standard for web and classroom projects. 60 FPS, very smooth motion, often used for sports or gaming videos. Choosing the right frame rate depends on the desired feel and the footage being used. If you want to check frames, then click on time base, and here you can see frame rate 30 FPS, 29.97 FPS, 25.00 FPS. If you mix clips with different frame rates, your video might look choppy or uneven. It's best to select a single frame rate and adhere to it consistently throughout your project. How resolution and frame rate work together. Think of resolution as the size of your video and frame rate as its speed. Together they define how your video looks and feels. For example, a 1920 by 1080 video at 30 FPS looks clean and plays smoothly. It's a great starting point for nearly every student project.